Thank you. I have to tell you that I also know why Theresa May gave her speech in Florence. I presume that I know it. I think she chose Florence because Florentine politics in the 15th century made her feel at home, I think. You know, backstabbing. You know, backstabbing, betrayal, noble families fighting for power, and so on and so on. So I think that it is an environment that she recognized very well. At the very beginning, she referred to the Renaissance as a period of history that defined what it meant to be European. Well, that's exactly what the European Union is all about. The European Union, ladies and gentlemen, is far more than a peace process after the Second World War, far more than the Franco-German reconciliation alone. The European Union is all about civilization. It's in fact the political translation of that civilization, of that European common culture and values. That is what is the European Union about. So criticizing people for wanting to keep their European identity, accusing them of split allegiance, is binary, is old-fashioned. I think is reductionist view on identity. I think it's perfect possible, but I look to the mayor who has more experience to be a Londoner, English, British and European at the same time. There is no contradiction. And that has nothing to do with split allegiance. So my message in the beginning of my intervention, watch out, beware of politicians who want to define your identity. The only reason they do so is to categorize people, to reduce you to your nationality, your ethnicity, your religion, and split allegiance are two words that belong to the language of states that are, in my opinion, totalitarian, and not of democracies like Britain. In all democracies, people define their own allegiance, define themselves how British and how European they feel, and not the Minister of Foreign Affairs, if I may say so. I have to tell you very honestly, and I said it already a few times, but I want to repeat it here in London, that I continue to believe that Brexit is a very negative project. That it is in fact a waste of time and energy. The destruction of a strong political bond that made people on both sides of the channel richer, freer than ever before. But we are Democrats. We have to respect the outcome of that referendum. And moreover, we have to implement it, and that is exactly what Europe will do. And also will establish a new relationship between the European Union and the UK that hopefully will be beneficial for everybody, for both. And if you ask me the question, is there really nothing positive you can say about Brexit? Well, I'm going to say yes. There is something positive. It has opened people's eyes on the continent. There has been a fundamental shift in the thinking about Europe, in the heads of a number of people and leaders in Europe. And that is not to look anymore to Europe and the European Union as a bunch of nation states, but as a genuine political community, as a democracy on continental scale. And two proposals that I already defended that a number of years ago, but nobody believed to be realistic, to our dreams and that would never realize themselves, are proof of that. The first proposal is the call, you have seen that I hope, for transnational lists. The idea to turn the European Union in one big constituency and to give to all citizens in Europe two ballots. One to choose their own representative of their country in the parliament, and a second one to elect a number of politicians on the European level, what in my opinion will make European politics more democratic and what will lift in fact this European democracy on a continental scale, what we absolutely need.